with Strongholds Plaza. This is a good game type for Reciprocity. 80% win rate in their scrims leading up to this event. And actually, before the event in a 2K, Reciprocity did beat Splyce 100-70 the last time they faced each other online on this map. So this maybe is a good omen for Reciprocity.
Well, we're gonna kick things off here. Strongholds on Plaza. Shotzzy making his way straight to the nest, getting grenaded. He's gonna get pushed back. Beautiful grenades by Trippy, taking down Shotzzy, and that camo will go into the hands of Trippy. Can he stay alive? Yep, he's gonna be able to get his shields back, and he's gonna make his way over towards nest. Will be able to spot a player by the truck, and that's gonna be 3 down. Actually, for a moment, that was all 4 down for Splyce. 5 kills for Reciprocity, 0 for Splyce. Reciprocity just handing it to him here at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, Sniped jumping out a little bit prematurely there, maybe just in case he was worried about a grenade coming into him. Hoped a teammate would be able to help him, but he couldn't, as Shotzzy will now jump up and take down Trippy there. But Splyce, they're forced back into a corner here where they've had to retreat whilst points are still being scored by Reciprocity, and now they've got to find a way out of yard. Meanwhile, whilst I say that, actually someone is bottom mid, they're capturing it, so this has worked out really nicely for Splyce. But no, the reset happens from Reciprocity. I don't see who that was. It might have been Saiyan that jumped in. Really good reset just to get a few extra points on the board.
Well, there's going to be 2 down for Splyce there for a moment, but now they're able to get control of bottom mid, but it was at the sacrifice of having a few of their players go down. 3 down for Splyce, and back in control. Reciprocity move ahead.
Moving is an absolute unit as well. You saw they just swarmed bottom middle, despite the fact Splyce had 3 players trying to contest it. Reciprocity won those individual battles, and big double kill coming out of Pistola, one of my favorite players to ever exist in Halo, and it is amazing to see him at the top of his game.
Such a competitive player across so many different Halos. This guy does not quit. Same as Sniped. These 2 players have been around for so many years, and they are still at the top of their game. They're still potentially going to bring home a win at this tournament.
That would be quite some feat. You got to take down Splyce, you got to take down Tox, you got to take down Renegades if you are going to get there, but certainly Reciprocity are being considered the favorites after how they performed in the 2Ks. As look at this sheer aggression from Pistola. I've said it so many times, it just seems like he's playing free-for-all half the time in these games. He just finishes off the rest of the kills, listens to his team so perfectly. Oh, and a little camouflage as a present for him. No, he doesn't quite get it, but I don't think he'll mind too much, as long as it did get burned. Did it get burned? Yes, it did. It got burnt.
Well, they're still holding the trip cap. As I say that, they'll lose the trip cap, and control will go into the hands of Splyce, now putting more points on the board. Well, you're seeing Reciprocity completely outslay Splyce, though. Right now, I believe it's 23-17 in terms of slaying, but 2 of the power-ups have gone to Reciprocity, 0 have gone to Splyce, and we're seeing Reciprocity really get control of the power weapons as well.
Yeah, and we need to see how Splyce are going to adjust to how Reciprocity are approaching this game as well. Reciprocity are not giving Splyce any time to even think about how they want to approach any sort of comeback into this game. They are just pushing them off spawn every single time, pincering them, and look, they're forcing them into positions where they're on their own. Yes, okay, Renegades managed to get away, so this is great, but the fact that Renegade is all alone here is always a dangerous situation, but he just gets shut down by Pistola.
Pistola coming in, showing that he still has the shot, and he's not going to get taken down by a young gun.
And the only reason he got that kill was because Renegade was forced into a situation where he was alone, where he was vulnerable, and Pistola, he smells vulnerability, and he will seek it.
Well, let's see if Reciprocity can make this push out from yard and break free from this setup that Splyce has been holding so well. That's going to be 2 down for Splyce, and now we're seeing Reciprocity make a move. They're about to get that bottom middle capture. It is right there, and no, they are able to get the reset on the Splyce side, and that will go back to ground 0. Pistola in the hill, down to 1 shot. Look at this. Look at that teamwork from Reciprocity. 3 players jump in the Stronghold. More players in the Stronghold, the faster it's going to be capped. Reciprocity puts 3 players in, getting that quick cap, not giving Splyce any time to get a stop.
It's the second time it's happened in bottom middle. The second time 3 players have all just bombarded it together, but Splyce are adjusting well to the speed of this game. I mean, Splyce typically were the team who usually lead the speed of a game, but it seems like now with these changes, maybe with Spartan abilities moving out, Spartan charge disappearing, it seems like they're not as fast as they used to be, but they're slowly learning and they're slowly adapting.
Oh, man.
And Splyce, they're very scary when they do adapt quickly.
Sniped down with the turnaround. got the trade somehow there, being down 3 to 4 shots. Absolutely insane. Stellar now making his way over towards the cafe with the bolt shot. He'll get some help from Shotzzy to finish off Snipe down. And now on the prowl, trying to make his way around towards the yard. Renegade on the other side. Hello, he's got a shotgun. Nowhere to run. You can't hide. Picking up the double kill. Back over to Nest to block some spawns. But it looks like players did already spawn up there by the hotel. Renegade, another shotgun. Trippy goes down. Goes back up top to get some cover here by the Nest. Teamwork with Eco, with the grenade. These guys are slaying machine right now. They've got a trip cap, total control. Slays are even, and this is a different Splyce.
And shouts coming from Renegade as well, something we rarely see from Splyce. You don't usually see them get loud. They're usually very quiet, quite methodical, just go about their day and they enjoy winning Halo. But they were down by almost 50 points and they knew they had to switch up something, whether that's temperament, whether that's aggression. I don't know what they switched, but something has changed and it's changed drastically.
Sand able to pick up a kill, still in control of the yard. Reciprocity trying to push out to get control of bottom middle, but look at this. Splyce have flanked around and they are going for that yard capture. 2 players in and they are just making moves here on the other side of the map. Another trip cap. You know what? Let's jump into an Astro listen in with Splyce and hear what the comms are like.
39 guys. I should end.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it.
Nest. I have help Nest in a second. Camo is gonna be up in 2 seconds.
I'm on it.
Okay, John's on it. Where's this guy?
On me weak,
John,
he's beat down, nice.
Yo, in blue.
Cloud on flanking. Yo, 3 to guard. Don't die, just don't die, guys. They're gonna have to go
That's
bottom.
literally 100% good.
It's only a short one because they are about to take the victory here, but you can hear in the only few sentences they did say how calm they were. They weren't even worried. They were just riding their way. They were cruising their way to victory. And I was counting them out when they were 50-2 down, but they were able to change their game plan and turn it on its head. Really impressed with Splyce in that one. As I said, leading up to this event, they were losing that game type to Reciprocity. So now Reciprocity need to take a look at themselves and say, right, something needs to change here. We cannot approach a game like that again. We were able to get so far ahead, but we did throw it away.
Taking a look at the stats, Stellar, big kills, 17 and 7 assists, and a good amount of assists from Eco and Renegade as well, 10 and 10. But at the beginning of the game, for most of the beginning of the game, I'd say up until about the 4-minute mark, you saw Reciprocity outslaying Splyce by a really good margin, doubling their kills. And Splyce slowly started to pick up speed, and once they got control, once they got their good setup, holding yard, holding nest, Reciprocity didn't seem like they could just get on a good rotation. They couldn't get on the same page to retake control.
That's the thing, Reciprocity were playing faster at the start of the game, and Splyce aren't used to teams being quicker than them, but Splyce just turned it around, they upped the tempo, and they out-aggressed them, as it were. And it's funny you mentioned assists as well. I mean, Eco is 3rd highest assists in this tournament with an average of 10.33 per game. No wonder he was hitting all those assists in that one.
Starting with Sane, watching down Pink 1 with Camo. He's able to give some cover to Pistola as he gets away with the Camo and picks up a kill on Eco. Pistola will live to fight another day and can use that Camo. No, he's not going to be able to. Look at that, a clean sweep. Reciprocity all go down. Splyce with the aggression, playing fast, playing in your face. And you did get a chance to talk to Shotzzy about that, and he's like, hey, we all have good shots. We're all really individually incredibly skilled.
Yeah, this is the worst map for Reciprocity in this series, in my opinion. I was expecting them to kind of take Plaza and then probably be tied up in this map, but now they're 1-0 down. A little bit concerned for them. They're not the best at Slayer Truth. They're very hit and miss, as I think I mentioned earlier today. Sometimes they're on it, other times they're not, but going up against Splyce, when Splyce have just such good teamwork and shot potential, it's a little bit scary when you walk around any corner and could be facing a grenade in the face, apparently.
Renegade, long range, taking down Trippy. He's gonna hang back, get some cross-map cover fire, trying to finish off any weak players, keep them at bay. Renegade making his way towards Pink 2, but let's jump over to Reciprocity. Check in with one of the guys from Reciprocity, see how they're doing. Snipe down, making his way under red one. He's gonna get the assassination and gets the double kill. There we go. Let's hear what Snipe down and crew are doing. Let's jump into an Astro, listen in.
I got killed by top pink, yeah.
I'm in blue, guys. I'm in blue.
Watch out, P2, Renegade.
I'm staying on the car. On the
Pink
opposite
one
bubble.
out,
They
pink one
keep
out.
trapping us in car.
Pink one at bottom middle. Going car one, car one.
Hear you?
One shot, pink one.
I'm
One
needing
shot,
car
pink
one.
one.
Look
I'm
at
getting
it.
shot from blue pink.
Car one on side, car one on side.
Kill pink one, I kill pink one.
Two there, there, one side.
Oh,
There,
here we
one
go.
side.
Yeah,
Right
got
side.
him.
Just,
Let's
Joey,
go,
I'm with you. Live, Joey, live.
Let's
Live.
get P2 on me.
Hey, pink, red side, pink.
Red side, red side.
You're not
I
behind you guys.
killed him.
Nice shot.
Nice. They're
I'm
spawning
at
cars,
car.
spawning cars.
I'm at red.
Getting shot from blue. I'm getting shot from blue.
I'm at red, guys. They're gonna be on you guys at blue. They're literally all
R2,
flank
Eric.
blue.
R2, Eric.
I'm pushing for camo.
He went red side.
I'm trying to save
He's
red.
trying.
me, guys.
Joey needs
Two
help.
shots, red
Red
car.
car right now on me.
Weak, red car. Red, really weak, red car.
Red 2, one shot
Car
on
one
me.
is one side as well. I
Shot,
got
I got
one.
one.
I need
Blue
help.
line, blue line, blue
Knock
line,
off
blue
this.
line, blue line.
Red car on me too. I killed one bottom red. I'm coming, Tommy. I'm right here.
Let's
Back
do
up.
this
I'm right
demo.
here. We got
Nice
it.
shot.
I'm
I
right
have
here,
camo.
Alright, that shot.
I'm going pink too.
I'm going.
Alright, I'm going back into red then. They're gonna be red.
I need help with car.
I'm
I'm
pink
actually
3,
gonna
guys.
push pink 1 for you,
Blue
Tommy.
pink right now.
Pushing pink 1 for
Hear
you,
you.
Tommy.
I'm going from blue. I'm going. I'm
Car
pushing
two,
this.
car two to red. He's already right there.
Line 2 there. I'm right here. I'm trying to help you. One's weak. I'm trying to help
Yep,
you.
one's red bubble.
Two blue red window. Two blue window, guys.
One was weak here.
Red bubble,
I
solid.
got one, but no
That
one
one.
here.
Blue window.
car.
Blue window.
I'm weak here.
Still blue
Car
window.
one, trying to run.
Dead.
Shot.
Nice. Red
Car
bubble.
one
They
trying
might
to
push
run
red.
red.
They might push red.
I'm coming back to you, Joey.
Watching
Live,
blue
live,
pink.
live.
I'm watching.
I'm working car. I'm working car. Work with
Alright,
me.
I'm here.
I got one.
Check your
Red
corner.
car one, red car one.
Real line, guys.
I'm gonna check bubble. I'll check bubble.
Hear you.
He's red
Watch
car
it.
right now, Renegade. And going red car slide.
I'm weak. I'm one shot.
He's
Just
gonna kill
one
me.
shot.
Look at on the car
I got one,
side
guys.
right now.
Ready, one shot.
Let's go back.
you
Let's
got
go
me.
back to blue.
Car 3.
Alright, are we working hard? Yeah.
There you heard the Reciprocity comms. Pretty calm, telling each other, live, stay alive, wait for help. Where they're calling out where they're spawning. A lot of teamwork coming in from this crew. Feels like the comms are a bit faster than the Splyce side, but Reciprocity making sure everyone is well informed of what's happening on the map.
Well, naturally, the Reciprocity roster does have a little bit more energy than Splyce. I mean, you can see that from just player interviews, to be honest. But the one thing we heard was the prioritization of who they should be shooting, where they should be pushing. That's one of the things that you can take away from that listening, as there is going to be some aggression coming into this P tower. But unfortunately for them, Shotzi's going to be there waiting, and he is not an easy man to take down.
Shotzi hanging back across the map. Renegade, Eco, and Shotzi at pink side. Nice tag team there to finish off Pistola. Getting caught off on his own. Shotzi moving him forward to go over towards blue side. He'll find Trippy beneath the base, pick up an easy kill under there. Up by 2 kills, 8 minutes remaining. Cross map here. You're seeing a lot of cross map fire here from Splyce. 1 or 2 shots, throwing in a little bit of damage here and there. Just if, you know what, Renegade or his teammate runs into that player, it's going to be an easy battle.
Camouflage is about to pop up right now, so a great time to get a double kill for Shotzi. As you can see, there is a battle, and it is going to be Splyce that are going to be rewarded with that camouflage. So now Eco is going to be able to flank around and pick up some big kills as the lead is starting to get a little bit bigger for Splyce. Sayin does spot him out like amazing. It's like
Sayin
infrared sight.
with the 5 shot. Sayin is always putting on a show for everyone. Looking underneath car, but he'll get quickly taken down by Shotzi. Trippy finishes off Renegade over to Pistola towards pink side. Down by 6. They don't want to go down by too much more because we're around that 30 kill mark, and this is usually where teams can start to pull away, and then there is no return for the other team. Pistola continuing to hold pink 2 now, looking across the map. Dan, what do you think Reciprocity needs to really focus on here to not just come back, but to win this game?
I'm going to make it simple. You don't die. And actually, Reciprocity have been doing that really well all tournament. In fact, all 4 of their players are in the top statistics for least deaths currently at New Orleans. But that might change after this series because Splyce seem to do pretty well at killing Reciprocity players.
Oh!
As I say that, though, Pistola gets a nice double. Finds a triple. Yes, he does. Pistola, he's there. He's playing free-for-all as always, Mike, and he's bringing Reciprocity back into this game.
Only down by 3 kills. He's going to find Stellar. Stellar goes to the front of the base, and he's going to spot a player, car 1, but no, he's not going to be able to get that finish, as that player must have just had a little sliver left in that shield. Pistola's going down to pink 1. 25 seconds. Camouflage is coming up. He's got Trippy pink 2, giving some cover angle here as Pistola's going to charge straight under the base, hunting down Eco. Finishes the kill. Still down by 3. Getting charged by another player. Look at that teamwork, but Renegade Wow, he's able to turn around and finish off Pistola.
Yeah, he is, and that was a huge kill from Renegade as well, because Pistola was starting to gain momentum, almost like a snowball going down a hill. It was getting bigger and bigger as the camo goes up, and once again it goes to Splyce. It does fall though. That's a really important kill from Pistola, and it's only a 2-kill, make that 1-kill deficit. Reciprocity, they're definitely still in this, despite Splyce going maybe 6 or 7 kills up earlier, and you've got to say, Pistola has been a big part of that comeback.
Reciprocity need to win this game. They do not want to go down 2-0, especially a game this close. Pistola is behind enemy lines. He's able to finish off Renegade. Tie game, 40-40. They spot Eco in the bubble, trying to get a grenade. Can that grenade connect? Not going to be able to finish him. Eco just zips away at top car. He's able to stay alive. Look at this, 3 players on Pistola's screen. He's got to push up. He's got a teammate here at Pink Blue. Players are everywhere. Look at the teamwork, taking the lead, moving forward. They are shutting Splyce down now.
One thing to note from Pistola's gameplay, he is not scared to sprint. He's not scared to use the abilities to thrust to make sure that he can get across the map quickly. He doesn't care if he shows up on radar because he's so confident in his shot right now. And look at this, it's 44-44, and you're completely right. Reciprocity, they need this game if they're going to be able to take this series. If they go 2-0 down, I'm worried for them.
We're tied up 46-46. Make that 47-46. 3 kills away from tying up the series. Reciprocity trying to close it out. Camouflage comes up in 32 seconds. Will we be able to see that camo make a play? You've got players from Reciprocity all over car side and no one by that pink side. If you're Splyce, if you get that camo and it looks like they are about to set up for that, that could be the game finishing play.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Both teams just setting up for this camouflage. They recognize how important it can be. Up in 15 seconds, this is going to be one of the most important battles of this game, and likelihood, if someone walks away with the camouflage, they're probably going to win the game.
Trippy making his way up towards pink. 2 players in pink 2, another one on the opposing side, and that's going to be Renegade. You see him up at pink 3 trying to stay alive. Camo is a Pistola. He's top middle. All players surrounding pink 1. Renegade, he's making a move for the camo. He gets taken down 49-46, and there it is, the 50th kill. Reciprocity taking game number 2. We're all tied up.
Yeah, Reciprocity just sitting off that camouflage and saying, all right, we're going to bait this one. We have seen Splyce grab the last 2 or 3 camouflage thus far, and there they had it. One player charges onto the camo, he dies, they get that extra kill, and then they're able to flood the rest of the members to get the victory. It's 1-1, and boy, are we in for a good series here, Strong Side. And next map is going to be Oddball. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Pistola with the triple kill, 15 kills, 15 assists for Saiyan, an all-star roster, holding on here, putting up a fight against the most recent Halo World Champions. It looked like Splyce at the beginning of this game. We were talking about their individual skill, how this map really favored them, because you're going to get into a lot of 1v1 fights. You're going to get into a lot of battles, and that's where Splyce shines. But Reciprocity was able to hold on. And that man you saw right there before, Pistola, he was holding his own.
Pistola made the difference. I mean, I've said it on Truth so many times. Pistola just walks around, he just finishes off kills, and he's listening really well to his teammate. But his shot was on fire there, and his movement was phenomenal. Not afraid to use those Spartan abilities just to try and enhance the speed of which he can get across the map. But game number 3 then is going to be Echelon. It is going to be Oddball. It's a new game type. It's a game type that Splyce haven't practiced very much. So maybe this is a chance for Reciprocity to sink their teeth into Splyce and try and get ahead in this series.
And Reciprocity has said multiple times they have put a good amount of time into practicing these new maps and this new game type. I'm gonna bet that they have a decent strat or 2 to set up the ball or rotate it around the map. Camo still up at bottom. Pelican, you'll see one of the players from Splyce. Yeah, see you later, off the map, but 2 down, make that 3 down for Splyce. And we're gonna see if Reciprocity are gonna make a move for that ball. All 4 down for Splyce, and now Snipe down, deciding where he wants to take that ball. He's going to opt to move it over towards engine room.
And you said they've had a decent amount of practice. You're right, they have a 71% win rate on this game type coming into this tournament, so they should be feeling confident, but out of nowhere, a grenade takes down Snipe down, but they've got a good amount of time, as now Renegade is going to be grabbing the ball here. Really important that you do just chunk away time when you are presented with opportunities where you aren't being shot at. But you've always got to be prepared to play that ball. Notice how players are staying towards the edge of that map, maybe near the Pelican, maybe over here at the top of Engine, because you do have the ability to throw the ball off, and you do need to play it at the right times.
Renegade just making himself such a hard target. He's not going to be able to play the ball, though. Trippy, he'll snag the ball right as it's about to fall off the map.
And Trippy, he's a really important aspect to this Reciprocity roster in ball. He has the most ball time of anyone in this tournament so far, an average of 84 seconds per game. That's huge.
He's the ball master. Would you say he's maybe got a little bit better of oddball skills than you back in the day?
Not many people do, but I'll give it to Trippy.
Right.
I'll allow him to have better ball skills than me.
All right, well, Renegade, he's going to stay alive up here at top Engine here and looking across the map, trying to spot any players. He will spot one, not able to get a finish. He goes down to one shot. Ball is going to reset. Popping in 1 second. At the bottom of stairs, Renegade goes down. That's 3 down for Splyce. Reciprocity making a move. They've got the ball. Rockets are coming up as well. Reciprocity ready to pick them up. And you're going to see some great teamwork there from Saiyan to assist Pistola in getting these rockets.
Yeah, Pistola just in the right place at the right time as always, and now they're going to use this rocket launcher just to try and defend this oddball. Snipe down does need to be careful, is being pushed by a few players here, but elsewhere Pistola is just kind of holding the fort, hoping to push everyone away, as now we see the power-up spawning, but it is just going to get burnt, I believe. Pistola still has these rockets to use though, as now Reciprocity starting to get a little bit of time, as it was Shotzi with the ball, and it is interesting, Mike.
How is Pistola alive? Oh my gosh, Stellar. Finally getting him. Pistola just dipsy-doodling everywhere.
It is interesting that Shotzi is actually the player from Splyce who is the ball holder. You wouldn't think that when he is the one player who has one of the highest KDs in this tournament, one of the players who has the most damage dealt in this tournament, yet he has the most ball time for Splyce this tournament.
He does it all.
He does everything.
He's a renaissance man. He can do absolutely everything. Trippy, still improving that he is one of the top players here in Halo 5. That's a double kill for Shotzi. Hanging back, making sure no players are flanking around Pelican. It seems like he knows the players here, and yep, he is going to be able to find Snipe down. Does spot another player at Engine 1, but he's going to go back to his spot. I feel like this might be the Shotzi spot. He just hangs out here all the time, every time I've seen him play on this map. So he'll finally get taken down. That's going to be 3 down for Splyce, giving an opportunity for Reciprocity to pick up some more ball time. But right now, Splyce really have a decent lead with how things have been going here in the game. But Snipe down holding the ball towards that back bunker area. Seems like they might be able to get a good setup here and rotate this ball around.
A subtle reminder that Splyce did say they were learning the callouts for this map at this tournament, and they are winning 71-44 against Reciprocity here, which is absolutely, it blows my mind that they're performing this well despite not having the practice on this map that maybe others would have.
Eco somehow taking down Saiyan with that pistol shot there, despite being no shields for almost 2 to 3 seconds. Now rockets in hand, 2 rockets, sitting back, waiting for any player to just cut that corner and punish them. Camo is gonna pop up as well at bottom Pelican. Trippy will be able to get that. See if he can make a play, as Splyce are still putting more time on the board.
Splyce, they're in a comfortable spot. Reciprocity are the team that actually have to do anything, and look, he's a ball master. As I said, he's doing it all. He's doing the damage, and he's getting the ball time. Shotzi is a man of everything. It wouldn't surprise me if he can write with his left hand and his right hand as well. He's one of those kind of people, isn't he?
Shotzi is a beast at Halo 5. The way he zips around the map so fast, clambers, I mean, you never know where he's coming from. He could be flying through the air. He could be coming at you from underneath the pipes. You don't know where this man's coming from. He'll do the jumps that you've never seen before. Him and Frosty, I think those two are the 2 players that really just, they shine amongst the rest.
Absolutely, they're both incredible players to watch, and we all learn a lot from them. But meanwhile, Reciprocity, they need to do something fast. They need that one setup where they can just get a real big chunk of time, but they are really struggling to break through this amazing defense from Splyce. They're all just kind of running around and just winning their individual battles, and that is a real struggle for Reciprocity to deal with. And even when they're pushing Shotzi. He's still taking them down to no shield, and then you imagine his teammates will come across and finish them. But maybe this is the chance. Maybe Trippy is going to get the ball time here. Maybe Reciprocity can set up a wall of their own around the ball.
Oh, that doesn't look good. Trippy turns the corner. 2 players from Splyce there. He's going to just narrowly stay alive as you got Snipe Down picking up the rockets. Can they turn this around? There's a lot of time left, but if Splyce get 20 more seconds, that will be the game. This is to 150 points. Snipe Down looking behind his back, trying to find anyone that could be flanking around, and there you see it in the kill feed. Takes down Renegade, looking to pick up a couple more kills here over on the other side. Sane with some grenades. He's able to finish off Eco. Yep, that's going to be 3 down for Splyce, and more time going on the board. They've got a lot of catching up to do, though.
And what's crazy is Reciprocity, they've had every single camouflage. They've been getting the rockets, but somehow Splyce is still managing to get through and still managing to get time, and that's just because their pistol shots have been absolutely sublime. And look, they've got a ball again. They've somehow managed to infiltrate the defenses, and it is just Shotzi just being an absolute nuisance and just tossing that ball up there. Reciprocity, they need to get that back down, and they need to start scoring quickly.
You got Pistola trying to get his hands here on some time, but every second he gets close to that, he just gets immediately taken down by Splyce. Shotzi staying alive. He has teammate nearby, able to pick up a couple seconds of ball time and finally get taken down. Reciprocity looking to finish off a few more players. They're able to do so. Eco's going to come in as well. Player after player on Splyce. As they go down, they just pop right back up in that same space. And Eco continuing to put more time on the board, and that is going to do it. Splyce take game number 3 and really put it to Reciprocity there.
I thought that was their chance. I thought this was it. I thought Splyce, man, maybe they're going to struggle on these new maps. Maybe this is the tournament where people are going to be able to take down the world champions. But every time we doubt them, they come in absolutely firing. This Splyce squad is so difficult to go up against just because of the sheer amount of individual skill on every single player of that roster. But it's not over yet. That is only game 3 as we take a look at the statistics. And I was talking about the oddball time. Who's taking it? It's Shotzi. He is up there with top kills in the tournament. He's up there with top damage in the tournament, and he's up there with top oddball time in the tournament.
Well, interestingly enough as well, the slays were pretty even. But if you looked at the end result, it really looked like Splyce completely handled Reciprocity, but the slays were only 63 to 61 in favor of Splyce, so only 2 more kills. And it looked like Reciprocity just needed to put more focus on the oddball.
Game number 4 then is gonna be Refuge capture the flag, and it's Reciprocity's last chance in this series to survive and not drop to that elimination bracket. Splyce, they've looked pretty good on this map in this tournament so far, to be honest. I've been very impressed, and when there are sniper rifles there to be taken, you do know, however, that Snipe Down is going to be very tricky to deal with, and I'd expect him to be hitting headshots left, right, and center.
Well, right off the bat, Snipe Down, picking up the sniper, looks across the map, got some eyes by flag. Pistola zips into ring 2. He's already got rockets. And got Reciprocity with ring 2 control. Fires off 1 rocket, not going to be able to get the second one off. That will go into the hands of Stellar. Snipe Down, putting on a nice little show, but that's quickly shut down by Shotzi, taking 1 to the face.
If anyone's going to challenge Snipe Down for most snipes this tournament, maybe it's going to be Shotzi. This man is so scary. It doesn't matter what he's doing. You've got to be terrified as he's hitting shots somehow from ring 3 down to ramp there. And look how confident he is in his playstyle. He's using this sniper rifle almost like a shotgun. He does finally go down, but at least he's able to stop Reciprocity getting too aggressive on his base.
Well, it doesn't matter. Renegade also has a sniper, but 2 will go down. Eco and Stellar not able to stay alive in the base. Renegade, he's going to opt to hang back a little bit, wait for his teammates to spawn up. He's going to get some rotation around the rocks. He finds a player sneaking around, saying, goodbye, you're not going to sneak into my base. Renegade not letting anyone get near that flag. Over to Snipe Down. He's got the tac mag. Getting some long-range shots there, up into the snipe hut. Infiltrated the enemy base. That's 2 go down. Snipe Down, pushing up. That last player, Stellar, That will be all 4 down if they can finish off that. That's going to be all 4 down for just a second as players are spawning up over in the courtyard. You've got Trippy and Sane in the rocks trying to get that flag all the way to the rock jump. But Splyce are able to quickly make their way over there. You've got Renegade there. Last one hiding behind Pistola. Can he get that kill? He is able to take down Pistola. And unfortunately, that flag not in a great position.
Yeah, and unfortunately, yes, okay, they got 4 down, but all those kills were so separated, it meant Splyce were spawning one by one at different times, and Reciprocity couldn't quite get in a position to get any sort of spawn trap on the go. So a really good return from Splyce. They managed to stay in this one, and now they can start to get aggressive as a big double from Renegade will allow his teammates to just push and get control of Ring, but Saiyan is on top of Ring, so they do need to be very careful, but actually, there is a Stella there, a Saiyan there as well, but Stella, he gets shut down by Saiyan.
Saiyan, unbelievable shots there with the perfect kill. Staying alive here at ring 1. Gonna pull it off again with the reversal on Eco. This man is on fire right now, and that might have just saved that flag cap. Snipe down, 1v1. He's able to get the trade, a huge trade, as Pistola now moving the flag. Trippy behind him, trying to give some cover fire, and I like this play. Pistola, he's gonna move it up into an area where there's a little bit of cover. Yes, their flag's out, but it doesn't matter. You can still cap the flag here on Refuge.
And they get the return as well, and now instantly Pistola just walking to his bond here, just checking that no one's pushing behind, and he did see one player going towards the nest. It was Stella. He tried to steal the sniper, but Pistola had eyes on him and won't allow that. Meanwhile, Shotzi has a sniper rifle of his own here, and this is quite common, Mike. We are seeing a lot of players kind of take this sniper to ring 3. Is this something we saw a lot in Halo 2 as well? Would you say it's a vantage point to take the sniper rifle?
Without a doubt. You see players go to the car, you see players go to ring 3. You're just able to get so many sight lines, and not just that, you're able to just have an easy escape route. Yeah, someone starts shooting you from across the map, but you're just going to be you're going to be able to easily drop down, get near a teammate, get some cover, and having that height advantage is so powerful. So we're constantly seeing players go up top. Shotzi to the face of Snipe Down, taking off his face as he will potentially get some more ammo for that sniper. I believe that might have fell at ring 3, but rockets are up as well. Shotzi down at ring 1. He gets the shot on Pistola, and he's gonna get out of dodge and somehow maybe survive. Nope, Pistola's gonna double back and finish him off.
Yeah, Pistola gets some good shots on the flag that's being run there, but we need someone from Reciprocity to put themselves in position to stop this flag. Otherwise, this should be 1-1, judging by where Splyce are actually managing to run it. They have control of ring, they're pushing round. Someone was able to toss it out, but this is gonna be tied up. Splyce, that's a fantastic series of events, all queued from Shotzi with that sniper rifle, taking down Snipe Down, managing to weaken Pistola and make Pistola waste those rockets as well. Really big plays from them.
Stellar, he's gonna spot Sane, finishes him off with the headshot, coming back towards his base, trying to help clear out anyone trying to make a move on flag. He will spot a player here over by the rocks, trying to get a flag attempt. He's gonna go down, but that flag is gonna be moving into the rocks. 2 go down for Splyce, 2 down for Reciprocity. And you can see Reciprocity, they're kind of scrambling right now. They need to stop that flag from going any further.
They're trying to train it though. Look at the dodging, the sliding. Shotzi, he does a little bit of everything. Doesn't matter what objective it is. He will find a way to get involved. This man is just incredible at Halo. I haven't seen a player be this influential in Halo since probably you, Mike. He reminds me a little bit of you. He does a little bit of everything.
You're too kind, sir. My skills are long but gone. My hands, they can't pull off the 4 shots or 5 shots or the snipe shots like I used to. But you know what? Getting to watch these guys perform at the highest level, I could do that every day.
The young whippersnappers are now doing the job, Mike and Splyce. They're 2-1 up, not only in this game, but in the series, which means they are 1 flag away. And meanwhile, as we're jabbering on, Reciprocity are able to run a flag almost unnoticed by Splyce and to tie this one up 2-2. So now just 1 flag needed for both teams to try and take this game.
We've got Trippy with the rockets, 2 down for Splyce. That sniper is going to be in the hut. He's got to be careful, as you just saw that sniper pass right through the air in front of Trippy, almost narrowly taking off his face. Trippy trying to get out. He's got 1 rocket left. This would be nice to use to pick up a kill, and not just that, gets a birthday present. How about that? Gets the sniper rifle. We're gonna see if he can use this. Potentially, nope. Looks like he doesn't want to use it. He's just trying to get rid of it, and that's a good play call.
Yeah.
He realized he's not in any position to get away with that sniper. I might as well just waste some shots. Well, Splyce, it looks like they're trying to queue up a push over on the other side. Shotzzy, great defense here, just making it impossible for players from Reciprocity to make it into the flag.
Now, this is a scary time for Reciprocity. Despite the fact they are tied up, they do need to be careful. Yes, okay, they're getting aggressive because they have to score a flag, but they don't want to get too aggressive and allow a Splyce member to go behind and pull a flag off their own. So it's a really tough scenario, and you're going to be looking at one of your players on Reciprocity to kind of make that call, to take that captaincy role and say, this is what we need to do to win this game.
Right, you are Pistola trying to stay alive in the rocks. Spots Shotzzy, but Trippy will be there to finish off the kill. You've got Reciprocity continuously keeping up that pressure. This could be good for Reciprocity. Picks up the kill. That's 3 down for Splyce. You've got Eric Rona, snipe down, making a push under the turret, but Trippy gets hit by a very clutch grenade. And Splyce somehow, after being 3 down, stopped that flag push. Saiyans staying alive now, but what a stop here from Splyce.
And it was Shotzzy. Again, it was Shotzzy with a grenade to take down the one player, and then he jumped onto his flag and he won a pistol fight. It's absolutely incredible that he's able to stop that when there was 3 of his team dead. And now Splyce, yes, okay, they're on the back foot. Yes, okay, they're defending their team at the moment, but rockets are coming up. And maybe there is a Splyce member to get those. No, it looks like Pistola is going to be the one who's going to creep onto them, and he's going to have to try and use them to his best. I think he knows they're up, but actually it was interesting here. He prioritized helping his teammate over the rockets, and that's actually gone against him. Splyce now are able to get 2 rockets because of it.
Well, Stellar will get hit by some grenades there, and he'll go down. Trippy's able to get the rockets. Can he pick up a kill? No, not going to be able to connect. 1 rocket down in ring 2. Shotzzy alive in ring 2. He goes down, 3 down for Splyce. Reciprocity potentially using this moment to push up, but Stellar on the flank continuously. Even if there's 1 player left on Splyce, they continuously have a player just sneaking around.
And there is still 1 rocket left, I think, in ring 1, as the amazing observers of Wonderboy and Hines were showing us there, just to say there is a rocket. Someone might be able to pick that one up, but Stella gets a really nice kill across map, and this flag is now going to be run from Splyce, and you can see Stella was looking across at spawns. Maybe this is going to be it, Mike.
Maybe this might be it. That flag is going all the way underneath the base. Shotzzy all the way back. Doesn't look like anybody is there to stop it, and that is going to do it. Splyce taking game number 4 and taking the series, sending Reciprocity to the elimination.
People have been asking a lot of questions about this Splyce roster coming into this event. Are they going to be as good as they were at the World Championships? Why didn't they perform well in the 2Ks online? Well, they just took down the #1 seed in this tournament. The Reciprocity team that we all thought maybe was going to be these God Squad killers. Splyce, they're here to play, and I think we need to start taking them seriously. You cannot underestimate a team of world champions strong side.
You definitely can't underestimate them. I mean, these guys, no matter what, they are gonna perform. They are gonna be on top of their game, their shots, their teamwork, every single time. I'm telling you, when they were pushing through rocks, how many times did you just see a Shotzzy or a Stellar they're popping out of nowhere just to help out a little bit, or they're using those rocks to stay alive and just be a nuisance, making themselves such a hard kill. And then we saw time and time again Shotzzy pulling off incredible snipe shots. So this team, man, they're still a force to be reckoned with, even though they really haven't played too much of the new maps.
It's gonna be a hard pill to swallow for Reciprocity, because I feel like they were confident coming into this, and I think they knew they had a chance of taking down Splyce, but it's not over yet. They do drop into that elimination bracket. I think we will be seeing Reciprocity again, probably. If they don't finish top 3, it would blow my mind. Maybe Reciprocity will get another chance at Splyce, but it's going to be Splyce versus Tox tomorrow in the winners bracket finals. I think we've heard that a few times before, haven't we, Strong Side?
I feel like we might have seen that matchup a couple times. Just a couple.
Just a few, and it's an exciting one, especially when Splyce are playing this well. Tox are playing this well. Tox might have been expecting to play Reciprocity, but they won't. But to wrap this one up and to talk us all through that game, Lottie and the rest of the guys on the desk, take it away.
Thank you so much, Strongside and Gaskin. You guys do a great job as always, and another person that does a great job is Walshy. Lovely to have you back.
Happy to be here.
Fabulous in your blue. Loving it. Loving it. It was a good game, guys. It really was. It didn't get to game 5, and you know, I was hoping to maybe see Reciprocity step up a little bit more and maybe take a bit more control. but it just wasn't there. You know, let's have a look at map 1 and recap what we have just seen. So it was Plaza on Strongholds. Now, you know, Rec were up 50-0 at one point, and then Splyce just took it back. Clutch, looking at this, how did they manage to do that?
Right, I mean, we saw Rec go up, like you said, 50 points in this game type. Had a complete setup with all 3 Strongholds, but Splyce weathered the storm. They got 3 Strongholds of their own, and then Reciprocity didn't have an answer for them. I think that a lot of that has to do with Reciprocity being a new team and not being in so many situations, and the veterans on Splyce, they've been there, they've done that, they've been put in almost every situation they can be put in, and they came back and won this game in a dominant performance.
Yeah, I think Reciprocity was just playing so well in the beginning of the game. It's only a matter of time to be able to continue that momentum for a full 12 minutes. Very difficult to do. Splyce just too hard to keep down.
Map number 2, we saw Slayer on Truth. Now, Walshy, it was quite close actually, and Rec took the lead at one point, but it just changed up so many times.
Yeah, I think Pistola is very much to thank for this Reciprocity showing here on this map. There were so many times where you're just making such smart flanks, so many smart plays. Here's one of the many plays we've seen from Pistola right in your screen right now. Just getting double kills, pushing all the way across the map. Like, this is the Pistola highlight reel. One other play that we will eventually see at the end of the game, though, was Trippy getting over towards Pink 3. He got a couple members of Splyce pinned over in Pink 2, and they didn't know where to go. They couldn't feel comfortable pushing out on either side streets. They were scared at any moment someone could come through the front Pink window and just being pinned in that spot. And look at these plays by Ola. He ended up actually turning that into a triple shortly after. So Ola was just a monster on the flanks and the plays on this game. Just doing a good job out-rotating Splyce, which is hard to do. Those guys sprint and run really fast. So it was a great job for Pistola seeing and recognizing that rotation and actually going out in what would normally be a vulnerable position and getting to that spot.
Fantastic. Well, next up, we saw Oddball on Echelon, the new map coming in here nice and hot. Splyce took a huge lead, and, you know, Rec had a lot of catching up to do, but it just proved too much for them. Elamite, looking at that, what could they have done more?
I mean, this is always a hard one to go back and, you know, point out exactly how things played out, but it was just constant back and forth action, and ultimately at the end always comes down to those power-ups and power weapons here, and we saw just how good of a job they did at controlling it.
I want to just point out something right here. We're seeing it live right now that Shotzzy was on this plasma pistol spawn top middle for so long, was never getting shot at, and was just doing so much damage while he was up there. This game type was really the Shotzzy show. He had the most ball time, most kills. I mean, he was going off the whole series, but on this map specifically, he took over the game.
Yeah, I really loved that that plasma pistol play like you talked about before. One part that really stuck out to me is he was fighting people over from Catwalk over to the opposite side towards top lift, and then he saw someone on Pelican, started to fight that player, and then actually went back and started fighting someone else. So like that player in Pelican doesn't know what's going on. They don't know if they should be worried about Shotzzy charging, and he essentially keeps that player out of the play and then does damage elsewhere.
Well, map number 4, we saw capture the flag on Refuge. Now, Shotzzy picked a very good gamer tag there because his shots really were on point. They were performing so well, and they managed to close out the game. Clutch, is this what you expected?
This is not what I expected. I mean, I thought if Reciprocity ever had a chance to beat the Splyce roster, this was a good series of game types to have a chance. You had 2 of the new game types that Splyce admits they don't have much practice on, and they lost both of them. I mean, Splyce was able to just take over.
Right.
I mean, Reciprocity did start off hot, but Splyce, once again, just weathered the storm, made enough individual plays, and held it down.
And Shotzzy was just tearing it up that game. And, you know, it's hard to think that they even pulled ahead here with some of the plays we saw from Saiyan, especially. He had a back-to-back reversals starting up at ring 3, and they weren't able to capitalize on that and bring home the victory because Shotzzy, last guy alive at one point, stops a 3-man flag run. And when that starts happening, Shotzzy reminds me of Formal. Back in like Halo Reach, where he could just take over a game. The last guy alive trapped in Snipe Hut. I know I was on the receiving end of it before, where he just snipes 4 people in a row, completely shuts down a flag capture. And when you think you have a great advantage by having numbers, you have to be careful of who's actually down and who's still up, because some of those players have the potential to completely erase a team.
Guys, let's take a look at our winners bracket as it stands now. It's going to be very interesting to see how these